What are your thoughts on Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce this season?
That first of all, I always have to start by saying Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, the greatest 100-meter athlete ever. I don't want to hear anybody come with nonsense. And I'm calling them out on it. Don't give me Elaine Thompson. Don't give me Flo Jo. Don't give me anybody. No, give me Gail Divas, Merlene, whoever you want. There's nobody as consistent as Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. More sub 10.8 than anybody on the planet. And she's at a period where we'd like to say she's in her golden years, and yet still she's performing in a manner that is just ridiculous. 2 10-6 outings already. I think the season so far, she's managing fairly well. We know she has a bye going into the World Championships in Oregon, so there's no need to be running a lot of 100 meters. She doesn't have to qualify at the Jamaica trials, so she'll just run the 200 meters. I think what happened in Tokyo was somewhat of a revelation to them because she was in fantastic shape prior to Tokyo. She had run that ridiculous 10-6 in Jamaica, and then she runs 10-7 at the Olympics and comes back again afterwards and drops 10-6. So it's not like she wasn't in shape, and I don't want to, maybe she would never have beaten Elaine Thompson in Tokyo, even if she was at the finest form or peak form in Tokyo, but maybe it would be a different race. And one of the things I always like to think about Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is that she destroys you so early in the race that sometimes there's no time to catch up. But to answer the question, I think they're being calculated. It's been measured in terms of when she runs, the events that she's running. She's only run two big 100 meters for the season in terms of globally. There's some stuff locally, but she's been avoiding that local stuff. And so the management from Ronaldo seems much more structured than it probably would have been last year. It's hard to know. We don't see the cycles. I'm not seeing the mesocycle and the microcycles and so on. But I think Shelly-Ann is getting into the right shape to destroy people come July. So this 10-6-7 in Paris matches the 10-6-7 that she did earlier in Nairobi. One was at altitude, this one wasn't. I think what this 10-6-7 is showing us is that when it comes to Oregon, she's gonna be in 10-6 flat shape, potentially dipping under 10-6. And that 200 meters that she ran at the Prefontaine was also illustrative. Come this week, we're gonna see Shelly-Ann Fraser do something over 200 meters, and then it's gonna slingshot her straight into the World Championships. I think Shelly goes to the World Championships in Oregon and will be able to run sub 10-6. Because if she's not in that shape, then they would have colossally screwed up the program. And I don't think they are doing that. She's only running the 200 meters at the trials because she doesn't have to run 100 meters. She has that bye. I don't think she wins the Jamaica National Trials in 200 meters. I think Shericka Jackson will win that. I don't know if Elaine is going to run the 200 meters. We'll see. I mean, the schedules haven't been printed yet. But because we know Elaine is suffering with something. But I think she makes a team. If she beats Shericka Jackson at the trials over 200 meters, then I think she's in world record shape in the 100 meters. And that's really a ridiculous thing to say, but yeah. I think she'll run sub 22 seconds in the 200 meters, maybe at 21.9, 21.8. You're gonna have to run probably sub 21.9 to beat Jacko. So is it important to beat Shericka? I'm not quite sure. I think the lesson is to make the team if that's what they want to do. But I think everything is on the 100 meters, because if she goes to Oregon and defends that title, I'm telling you, the person to be better than Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce over 100 meters has not been born.